Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
And welcome to a brand new podcast, which is going up on the Outpost 51 channel because there's nowhere else for it to go, and I can't be bothered to open up another account on SoundCloud. Ghost Talk.
Yay. And it'll be going on my account eventually.
Good. Ghost Talk is basically going to be talking about paranormal, spooks, spectres, ghosts. Had to get that in there.
Dogs and cats living together.
Massive stick. Spores, molds and fungus, everything else, right?
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be talking about paranormal, things like that.
Is it just paranormal stuff that you've investigated, or can you talk about like paranormal stuff that's also gone on that you've read about?
What you could do.
Like
You could talk about that as well.
There's got the new videos up recently on YouTube on Dark 5
Yeah.
and things like that. That's kind of cool, especially the one with the doll that's in the museum, which is kind of creepy.
Creepy doll that was the basis for that film, The Conjuring.
Yeah, The Conjuring.
Which is not a bad film.
You've read the story about it. There's like new sort of reports on Dark 5. I'll send you a link.
Yeah, send me a link.
But creepy in the word for it.
Anyway, we're going to talk about the paranormal investigations that myself and Kurt and Jordan have been on. It's more of a recent thing we started in, but we've always had an interest in this kind of field. So if we start then with what got us into the paranormal in the first place and interest in it, if you want to start, Kurt?
With me, it must have been when I was about, maybe 7 or 8, and my dad at the time, he shouldn't have, but he used to let me stay out to watch like Most Haunted. Now we know that's fake now, but when you're 8 and you're watching the live Halloween specials, it's something different. And my interest just grew upon the years, and I started watching Ghost Adventures, and then I finally wanted to book an event. So head over to Lena.
Yeah,
that's mine.
Well, mine was basically back in 1993. My grandfather died, and then a couple of weeks after that, I always remember I was at my nan's and I went out into the kitchen. My grandfather was a big rugby fan for Blaenau Gwent.
Yeah, he was.
Rugby club.
Yeah.
And his hat was on the hat stand, and I went out there, and I swear to this day this is true.
Yeah.
That hat came off. It didn't fall off. It come down as if somebody was lifting it off
To put it on.
to put it on.
Yeah.
And of course, I was only like 9 at the time. I just legged it inside and said,
Yeah.
Grandad's in the kitchen, and then Mum and Nan went out there to look,
Yeah.
and the hat was back on the hat stand. And ever since then, I've been into it from there.
Probably same as mine. Mine was actually in the first time I was in college,
Mm.
and I didn't really like the first sort of year I was in college, and I used to barney with the teachers and things like that, and I got a bit upset, and I actually went into the toilets in the old, I don't know what the block would be called now, it's the old art block, and you would know it is, and I'm stood there, and as I go to walk into the cubicle, the doors on the cubicle faced the toilets, and then as I opened the door, my grandfather was stood in the corner. He was, and I turned and looked, and there was nobody there.
The corner of your eye.
But he was there, and you could tell. I mean, my heart was just at the end. For some reason, then it's probably going to sound stupid, but I just felt really calm and back in class. You can do this, and don't let him get you down and things like that. And I went back in the class, and I was after that day, I felt better. I was so comfortable. But he was stood looking at me and said to say, "Come on, move your butt."
It's amazing, isn't it? It's that's the old thing for me, is trying to find out, what did I see? Yeah. Was that just a figment of my imagination?
It's other little things
running
as well.
on emotion, or what, is it real?
A lot of them now, it's kind of weird. Since we've had Alice, which is my 3-year-old daughter, we got a baby monitor.
Yeah.
Which is remote control, which you can carry around with you, which we take up to bed, because she's in the next room, but it's a camera on it. Now, I've been awoken by someone shaking me.
Yeah.
Or telling me that Alice isn't well, And again, it sounds daft, but it's not the monitor, because at the end of the monitor's not making any noise, she's not making any noise. But I've been woken up and jumping out with a start and think, and then gone in and checked and I found, no, she's not very well, she's been sick and so it's things like that, again, it's so weird. You can't really explain it, but to me it was like my grandfather or something, or my grandmother. Another one, I suppose, is especially with the baby monitor, because it's night vision. I've told you about this a couple of times. When she's been tossing and turning, we've seen orbs go past, and Sarah's always put it on as just dust or a fly or something. But me, I've watched Most Haunted stuff. I've seen other things, your Ghost Adventures. I know we're orbs. I've seen pictures now. We've taken what we think we were an orb, and something. And again, it's like, no, for me, it's But the only thing that I want explaining is, if it was dust, why do I never see it when she's sound asleep and nothing's happening? If it's something else, it only appears when she's tossing and turning, or when she's crying, and you put it on, and perhaps she's a little hot or she's a little unwell, and suddenly we get an orb go across her. I mean, we sat there one night, and she wasn't very well at all, and there was about 2 or 3 that went past her, and one circled, and then the minute Sarah went up, they'd gone. But to me, it was like them telling me, "Hang on,
could have something happening." Yeah.
You know, so it's things like that. But again, you don't want to really talk to people about it. I mean, you two can talk to it because you know what it's about.
Yeah.
But to this day, Sarah can't really answer that one as well, because I've always said to her,
it's small and meaty.
if it's dust, why don't we ever see it on camera when she's sound asleep or just turning over in bed or something?
It's the age-long question, isn't it? Whether you believe it or not, what happens when you die?
Yeah.
Something's got to happen.
Yeah.
Everyone has souls. Where does that soul go?
Exactly, yeah.
So that's what I've always wanted to know.
But that's one of the pointy things I sort of always point out with seeing them. It's only whenever she's unwell or whenever she's walking up in the middle of the night and I'm asleep and I suddenly stirred and walk and I've heard her and I flick the camera on. And it's only a little switch. I mean, the speaker's always on, but the camera goes off, and you just flick the camera on, and probably she's sat up in bed. You can guarantee you've seen as well. And I've told you this a couple of times where she's been talking to someone.
Yeah.
And the scariest thing she's ever done is the fact that we took it down to her granddad, my dad, and she picked up the picture of my grandfather, her great grandfather, and she kept saying "Bambi" to the picture. Now, my father and my granddad look nothing alike.
Yeah.
You know, I mean. They will sort of go that way, but he's not that old yet. He's not. But she knew it was.
Yeah.
So you could think, and people just say, it's probably something she's heard or something. But to me, I'm sorry, it's not.
There's something more to it.
To me, she's there. And we always get my grandfather was a big Obus oil user with colds, and he used to suck Obus oil sweets. And the only way you can explain it is if you just walked into some sort of countryside factory that's producing weird perfume. That's the smell. They were really strong. I've smelled that a couple of times just top of the stairs for no reason whatsoever. You know, and you think, okay.
Yeah.
I know. But again, it's like you said with your grandfather, you know, so you don't know what's
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I knew Oppie. I mean, Oppie was lovely, so you know.
It was just something that because I wasn't there for the funeral, they kept me away from that because they probably thought I was too young.
Yeah, they kept me away from my grandmothers and
so yeah, and it was like the first time I went back to my nan's house after it, and then just seen a hat coming down off there. So just putting it on.
You do see things, you know, especially when you're kids.
Yeah, they seem to be more open to it.
Well, that's the thing somebody said to me with our Nip. Because she doesn't know fear yet. She's 3 years old. She doesn't know fear. She doesn't know to be afraid of certain things. We would be startled if we saw a shadow in a room or someone started talking to you. She wouldn't, because she doesn't know that they're there to see them, you know. And we would jump up and mile, think, you know, come to rip me apart or something like that. Oh, what? You know, where are you? She was, as she's concerned, it's just some friendly person that's come to say hello. And so kids tend to be more in tune with it.
They do.
Which I've read a lot about.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's something that we do as we grow up. I suppose we just condition ourselves and think. Yeah,
you condition yourself.
We only believe in what we can see and what we can touch.
But like I said, there's too many things that our Nip have seen, said, and then I've seen on the little monitor. I mean, they're only orbs. And like I said, Sarah's not going to watch them. She, like she says, just dust and things. But I still personally believe, especially the way they circle, and I'll perhaps they'll just go gently past her.
Yeah. Did they fade out as well?
They fade out. Oh yeah. It's
dust.
But they go past and they look. So it's just, I mean, the one, as I said, she tossed and turned the one night, and she was making noises, and I flicked the camera on pretty quick, and literally the one, and it was just like it was flying.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say it. It was dust floats and floats away. This was literally like they were circling as if to, you know, check if she was alright. Yeah. And then the minute I got up, it disappeared. So it's so surreal. I know it sounds really weird,
but you wonder if you're going nuts or anything. Yeah.
No. Because I always think, you know. And then my attitude's like yours. They're not here to hurt us, you know. They just
there to
Spirit's checking us out, making sure everything's alright. I mean, that's what you only think you can think about it.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
And but yeah, it's, I'm like you, I'm still sceptical, but
we're all sceptical.
there
and we
are sides that's going to me.
Just waiting for something conclusive, and
Yeah.
the hunt goes on really. And I watched all the Most Haunted stuff myself back in the day, and used to think that was the best thing because they went to some cracking locations like Denby, and finally fulfilled my mission to visit Denby and fell in love with the place. It was amazing. But then ever since then, it came out, was it 6 years ago?
Yeah.
That the medium, Derek Akora, was a sham, and that they would rig things up for the
There's been a
show.
couple. There's been a couple. I mean, Ghost Adventures was accused of being boring.
It was and Aaron said that the Travel Channel.
Yeah, Travel Channel to make them.
Yeah,
make
Aaron
noises.
Goodwin actually got sacked for saying that Travel Channel are telling us to set it up and all this, and he didn't want to.
Well, no.
So that makes their incredibility a bit more better, just because he was like, right, this channel is trying to make us fake, and we want to be as real as possible.
Yeah, because when the Derek Okora thing came out with Most Haunted, they tried to defend him first of all, and then it was...
Yeah, it wasn't him. Keane O'Keefe set him up, didn't he? Yeah. Because he gave him false information to see if he would pick up on it.
Yeah.
And he did.
I didn't know until Chris told us, one of the hosts, we go to their events, that it says script writers on the credits, doesn't it? Most Haunted.
Yeah,
I never seen that until he told me. So
it's fun, it's quiet, because that's the problem. When they go mainstream network, they got to get the ratings up, otherwise they're off.
Yeah.
So that's why they tend to exaggerate.
The thing is, you got to have people you trust to do it. The thing is, we went to the Skirred Inn, didn't we?
Yeah.
That was our first one back in January. There was a group of 20 people. We was doing table tipping.
Stop tapping.
Yeah.
The mic's
right. We was doing table tipping, and you didn't know if you could believe these people because you only just met them.
Exactly.
So were they shaking the table, or was this something else?
Again, I mean, I thought, sadly, I've been able to come with you on a couple of it. Well, all of them. And mainly because the business and weddings and things have cropped up. But me and you have done ghost stuff our own.
Yeah,
we've done it with Stout.
Halloween.
Yeah. We were very fortunate to do Nuns Wood when we first started any filming. We did Nuns Wood just to see if there was anything there, which turned out there was nothing. I mean, we tried everything with Nuns Wood. We never got any noises, answers, nothing.
For the people listening, Nunswood is what we call Cumtleary Mountain. It's an area of woodland. Well, it used to be woodland. It's all been cut down.
It's all been cut down now.
Due to some sort of disease. It's supposed to have been like either a nunnery was up there or
monastery. Supposed to be an old monastery there.
Yeah,
and then there was supposed to be some king that was
beheaded up there.
Yeah. So a lot of people have said they've heard horses galloping, and there's no horses nearby up there. They've heard shrieks and things, and but we spent the night up there the one night, didn't we?
Yeah. And we did the two. We did that, and we did the Stout, wasn't there, in the same night? I think
Stout in the same night. Yeah. Now the Stout, we've had pretty good luck with some of the things in the Stout.
Yeah, we did.
We have. No fairness. I mean, to this day, I will stand with my hand up and said what you said at the time when we asked for the door to move in the library, and to me the door looked like it was trying desperately to move. It was
and the
shaking back
figure
and
behind
forth.
me.
The figure behind you,
right behind me.
We did. Me and you did the one when we had that door open.
Yeah, that there.
I mean, we asked him, could you open the door, and it opened. It opened.
And shut.
Oh, it didn't have bloody shut,
Yeah.
And we asked him, could you shut it? I mean, it slammed, didn't it? I mean, and we even tried it with the door open because we knew wind came in through the window.
Yeah, we knew there was a draft there, but it wasn't enough.
It wasn't enough to push the door. So we knew there was something there. I mean, and we had pretty good luck with the Stout. Some voices, they kept knowing my name, which was really creepy.
Yeah,
for me personally.
One question I asked was, "What's Mike doing now?" And it came through Mike walking.
Yeah, and I was walking around the hall, and so again we've had little things. Again, certain stuff that I've experienced there on my own. I've experienced bangs, like tables being dropped upstairs.
Yeah.
I've heard the choir sing very faintly, but you've heard singing, and you can't put your finger on, and whistle. The other one,
whistles. Yeah, that was
whistles.
Yeah, I had that when I was doing it myself.
You always had the whistles.
When I was down in the prop room, you always see that. Or keys.
I mean, we knew the keys. The keys was the OK Ticker Jack. And you basically used to have the jail keys, as you used to call them. But that was an occurrence all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, you could be in the office, you could be in the bloody filming, and we've had jingle coming on the stairs.
Odd knocks and bangs and that. I mean, you did get a lot of wind pushing against the metal shutters, but
Yeah.
we knew straight away to discount
we did.
that and
Yeah.
debunk it.
And we do try debunk stuff, don't we? We're
Yeah.
not like, oh, it's a noise, you know.
Yeah.
It's-
Yeah.
We try look at stuff, especially with Shrewsbury Prison, because that was
Yeah.
massive.
Yeah.
And we did manage to get away from the group. You were laid on the bed, weren't you? Was
In
it
one of the cell
room
blocks.
13? Cell block
Yeah.
13?
Now, see,
I led up on the top bunk.
I've actually looked at your photograph you've taken from one of them, and actually,
Oh, that light coming out
Yeah.
the door.
no matter what I've done in Photoshop with it,
Yeah.
I still can't
That is
answer
odd.
that. Because if you actually turn it to a negative
Mhm.
and take different layers off it, the light's still there. So something is in that.
Illuminated.
It can't be.
Yeah.
Something is in that room.
Because basically, let's dial it back a bit now. We've done, myself, Kurt, and Jonah done 4 investigations so far since
Yeah.
the turn of the year. We did the Skirrid. That was just after New Year's Day, wasn't it?
Yeah,
We've done Shrewsbury Prison.
which was really good.
Yeah, that was good. Castle Coch, which so we'll go into greater detail of these, and Drakelow Tunnels,
Yes.
which has been the best so far.
Yeah.
And we're going back again in September.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So if we go back to what are our thoughts on the Skirrid then?
The group we went with, all the events organisers, it was a different one to the other group
Yeah.
we've been with, and there. And
Yeah, 2 different organisers.
I didn't find them very good because I asked one of the organisers what was the history of the Skirrid Inn, and she basically told me she didn't know. And
This is something they should know. I mean, I know the history of the
Yeah.
Skirrid Inn. I mean,
And I
Hangman,
I found that there
Just
was
shepherds.
just too many people there, wasn't there? Like,
yeah.
we was doing our own vigil and about 20 people come in,
That
so
was
we
the
had to stop.
Yeah, basically the Skirrid is a small pub. It's reported, well, it is the oldest pub in Wales,
yes.
and it used to be a place where
Judge
used to
court
Jeffries.
was held.
They used
Yeah.
to own. They actually used to uphold illegal judging there. Basically, it was what the villagers used to do, and
Like
then
lynches
you,
and all
then
that.
you literally lynching,
Lynch mobs.
lynch mobs, and it was known as the Hangman's Hotel. That was
Yeah.
the name of it. It was the
Mm.
Hangman's Hotel, and there is reports of people going down the stairs and seeing ghostly figures hung there
Yeah,
and things like that. It is so.
yeah. There's a bar area, and there's another lounge area off there, and then there's 2 rooms upstairs. And that was the problem with the location, because when they split us up into groups, into 3 groups, the bedrooms is all old wood. The moment you walk, you get creaking and everything. And as Kurt was saying, we tried to do our own little investigation with the spirit box and the recorder, and then suddenly like half the group come in and they wouldn't shut up.
Yeah, there's actually a very. I don't know if you know the story of the Christmas meal with the little girl down there.
No.
Right. This is on YouTube. But again, I can try and find a link for you for this one. This was literally a little girl who they were having a big Christmas meal down there because they're open on Christmas Day. They provide Christmas meals and everything. And she was running around the place, lots of families having fun.
Yeah.
And her father had gone to go up the stairs. She was sat on the stairs, and she was pulling faces. And he asked his daughter, "What are you doing?" And she basically said, I'm laughing at the old lady pulling faces at me."
Mm.
And he turned around, there was nobody there.
Yeah.
She said, "What do you mean old lady pulling faces?" "Oh, she's right by there. She's pulling faces." And when he asked his little girl, "Well, pull the face," well, she's like this. And literally, she was literally turning her head to the side and mouth open with
Yeah.
her tongue out as if she was
Yeah,
gasping for air.
Mm.
And then when he talked to her little girl even more, she said, "Yeah, she's got like a rope necklace on." So what could she see? I mean, we already talked about children seeing things, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, this gentleman, like you said, he was scared of the living dead.
Yeah.
It does, so you don't know until you do a sort of, with a group investigation, you're going to get...
Contamination of all
Yeah.
things.
We would like to go on our own, but I don't think it would be one I would do again just because what we spoke about.
Yeah, yeah, and it was you and Jordan had experiences in one of the bathrooms, wasn't it,
Yeah.
upstairs? If you want to,
All I can explain it is obviously the main room, which was the courthouse, had a bathroom going off it, and they asked me and John to go stand in the bathroom because apparently it's the most active part of that room. And all we could hear is like someone with a towel maybe scrubbing like on a wall or something, and that was really weird because it was behind Jordan and it made us both jump. I don't know why I did that action then because they can't see it. But I sort of just like, you know,
Yeah.
I was quite nervous because it was the first investigation. I don't feel nervous going to these places anymore, but Skirrid Inn is one place I wouldn't do again, I don't think.
No, downstairs Jordan had the most activity with the ball rolling up a downward slope, which is impressive.
Yeah.
And But yeah, really, when we were in the groups and they were doing not table tipping, it was one with a glass and the Ouija board. When you got a group of people on there who you've just met, as Kurt said,
You don't know who's moving it.
yeah. And that's why I refuse to take part in that, because you know the evidence is going to be dodgy.
Plus, you know the evidence coming. There's actually one thing I probably, if I ever came with you doing these investigations, which probably will come with you at some point. But there's one thing I wouldn't touch in is Ouija boards. I don't like the fact that you're talking. Potentially talking to someone. Potentially you could call something in that you don't know. I mean, so okay, asking questions into a spirit box. You're just recording the ghostly sound. You're just recording the actual what they're trying to say to you. But there's been a lot of activity with Ouija boards that has ended up real problems.
I don't see why people would pay to go to the event though, to fake it. You go to guess something, don't you? So why would you pay, like, we're paying 40,
a lot of people,
people
are not, there's a lot of people that just want to go there for the scare and think it's fun.
Yeah.
They will not.
The stag party.
Yeah, the stag party,
which we'll talk about later on.
Which they think it's just something, a laugh. They don't realise it's an actual proper investigation.
Yeah. So basically, the Skirid, out of 10, what would we give that?
I'm going to give it a low 4.
Yeah, I
nice location, nice food.
Yeah.
Oh, the food's lovely.
Is it haunted? I don't know, because when Most Haunted had credibility, they went there and they didn't experience anything.
No,
so.
It was very limited. It happened to a few people. I think
you don't know if it did happen.
That's the thing. So I agree. I give it a 4 out of 10. Yeah. So then, when was it? February.
Yeah.
We went to Shrewsbury Prison.
A different company.
With a different company, or a much better company, I will say that from. And say
Dustle
Dawn events, and. That was a much better night, I think.
Basically, the prison closed in roughly 2012, I think. It was hoping the colleges and the public to go in. Pardon?
It's a hoping.
It's open to colleges and obviously have tours.
Yeah.
And one thing I actually found weird is, what's his name? Ricky Tomlinson actually had to spend 3 years there, didn't he, of his prison sentence?
Yeah.
Which is, I didn't know, and I found that pretty interesting. But getting to the investigation, we didn't really stay as a group, do we? Because when we was with Chris, we was like, can we go upstairs and do our own investigation? And he was cool about it, and he said yeah. And we was in the paedophiles room, wasn't it?
We were in the paedophile cell.
Oh yeah, you told me this. There was issues, wasn't there?
We got your speaker box, innit? And we was getting answers when we from him.
And there seemed to be in one corner of the room a very, very cold spot.
Did you get angry answers? Right, you was getting a bit sarky with you or something?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, there was 2 women with us, and he didn't like the fact that there was 2 women in the room.
That's right.
Yeah.
There was a very cold room, and then I didn't do it. Well, I wouldn't call it taunting as such. I say, well, I'm stood in your spot now. What are you going to do about it? That kind of thing. Yeah.
Well, that's what we want to do. You know, you antagonise them to come through.
Yeah.
You do see if they actually.
We was asking his name. I can't remember his name now because it was so long ago. But that actually come through.
Yeah.
And it was a couple of yes and no answers.
Yeah.
We then went with Cassandra Raven. She's a medium, and we went into the hanging room.
Yeah. Execution room.
And we was all in a circle holding hands to build up energy for people who don't know. And Lee happened to be holding hands with, well, we think was a crazy woman, didn't we? Because she just started bursting out crying, didn't she? For some reason.
Tears. She had to be led out to the room because apparently some energy picked up was. Apparently there was something circling the room and it was picking on her. And a shadow person.
And something incredible about Cassandra, which I found, because anyone knows me, I don't really believe in mediums, but she picked up that there was Welsh people in that room. Yeah. And she was talking about a church, wasn't she? What church was that?
It was some kind of vicar who came there then to read the last rites to the condemned before they were hung.
Yeah, which is kind of incredible unless they just showed her the list of guests and was like, they're from Wales.
Yeah.
But I don't know, that company's a bit...
It seems a bit better, well run and a bit more respectable, you know, and... They're not trying to. I'm not trying to say con, but with the other company, it just seemed to be let's get you in there. Let's do this, and this.
Yeah.
Out you go.
Yeah.
They seem to be more involved then with Dustle Dawn.
And generally, they obviously give us an hour again, didn't they?
Yeah.
On our own. So we went up to another room, where Lee hurt his leg.
I did.
He can walk properly for about a week.
I remember that, yeah. It was climbing up onto these old bunks, and I climbed up on there and I tried to swing my right leg over, and it smacked against the bed frame, this metal bed frame. My bloody agony.
That's why you'd be crap in prison.
But yeah, but the good thing was we had a spirit box running. I led on the box and I said, "Oh, this is a bit. These bunks are tight, aren't they?" And then a voice come through saying, "Yes, they are."
Yeah.
And I said, "That's
And we had some
amazing."
We had some good answers from him, didn't we? We asked how old he was, and he was 23. And I think he said he murdered his family.
I
or
don't
something
know.
like that.
I can't remember.
But it seemed like a better spirit to the paedophile, if you get me, because
Yeah.
the room just seemed darker in his.
yeah,
Now, for people going, oh yeah, it's pitch black anyway, you can go to some places and it's darker than dark.
yeah.
Your eyes adjust, but then they just... It's
Something
like
else.
a camera, innit? It's
Yeah.
like, you know, you're trying to adjust and you just can't. So there's something very weird going on in that prison.
In Shrewsbury Prison, yeah. They did get us to try and use the stones.
Yeah.
I didn't
believe in
at
it.
all, because any muscle movement will set them spinning.
yeah.
And again, there was the glassware and the new Ouija board, which I went on. But again, any response is you've got to take it with a pinch of salt, because you're dealing with other people and it could be somebody just pushing it around.
For me personally, if you're going to use a Ouija board,
Hmm.
I personally think a Ouija board should be set up and just answer questions without you touching it.
Yeah.
If the spirit is there, he's going to move it, or
Yeah.
she's going to move it. They got the energy,
Yeah.
especially if they're a certain kind of spirit. If you're going to get something come through,
Yeah.
you know, that's a bit pissed off, they're going to use their energy then, and that thing's going to move on its own. So,
Yeah.
We went into that one room, didn't we, in Shrewsbury Prison? Like it was like eating quarters or something, and there was still blood stained on the floor,
it looked
wasn't
like
it?
blood on the floor. It was weird.
Which
I
was
couldn't figure out.
Which was quite fascinating, because this prison is still basically new, and it only closed
Yeah,
like
2 years
3-4
ago.
years ago.
Yeah.
it's cool.
So
Blood on the wall, mate.
it was quite fascinating.
Yeah.
That place was, because we've never been in a prison in our life, and
No.
then here we go, we got locked down
Yeah.
in a prison.
Locked down in prison. And then we finished off, I think the last vigil was in the sports hall,
Yeah,
where they got the Ovilus 3 out. So that was booming. Apparently, the Ovilus 3, for those of you who don't know, it's like a spirit box then. But they channel their energy. Spirits can somehow channel their energy through the box to produce words. And there was a few responses on there. And again, we had another woman in the group who became hysterical. You know, because apparently there was a gentleman there who was been
Yeah.
following her around then all night.
see, that's the only thing. Chris, this was years ago. When my grandmother, when my mother's mum,
Yeah.
my nan used to live in Clinton, she'd gone to a medium and took a photograph. And I'll never forget her coming back and saying, because she'd pointed out the members of the family, and this medium had pointed to me and said, "You've got a big aura around him. He's got some sort of really strong aura." And to this day, I haven't gone and seen a medium. And it's things like that.
Yeah.
When you talk about like people following around, that's the only thing that freaks me out.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like, hang on a minute, if I have got this sort of aura around me, what does that mean? I'm quite nervous of that.
Yeah, was it a good
I don't know.
I've never gone to see one. I'm thinking about maybe going to Cassandra Rayburn, because I do trust her.
This was literally my grandmother. She was a big churchgoer, and it was church every Sunday. We used to pick her up every Sunday, and she took this photograph to this medium, and it literally was a medium night. And again, it was a reputable medium. You know, it was something Muslim in there, and all these photographs. She suddenly just went crazy over this photograph of our family. And she kept pointing at me and going, "He's got an aura. He's got a really powerful aura around him." And to this day, it's like, well, I'm never going to see a medium then, because I don't want to know.
Dark side. Yeah.
If I'm going to be drawn to anything, I don't know what to say.
Yeah. We've done all right so far.
Yeah, I did too bad.
Yeah.
I can't argue.
But anyway, yeah, Shrewsbury, cracking location to go. There was apparently the woman was picking up on a family, an old man one there whose son was convicted for something.
Yeah.
And he was seeing his son. They were all together, all this in spirit form. It was a good location. I recommend you go there if you can. If they shut it now,
No, they're still doing the hunts there, yeah.
Yeah.
Not fairness, I just want to go there and take photographs.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Exactly, as an urbex.
It was astonishing.
We got told to move along because I was in that room with the lights coming through the street light, wasn't there? And you had the street light illuminating the back. I was told to move along.
We'll maybe have to send you a link to that, Lee. You'll have to put a link in the description so
we'll
you can
do.
see it.
Yeah.
So
then was it March or April?
March,
May.
we went back with
The other company.
Haunted Happenings, which, we've said we don't really rate them, but Castle Cork,
We went to Castle Cork. Yeah.
I haven't got any info on the history.
I think Castle Cork, in all honesty, I've looked at a couple of pieces of it. There's nothing really major.
What is the history, though? Anything?
It's just.
It's fairly modern. It's not medieval.
It's not medieval. No, it's fairly modern. It was basically a sort of an attraction that was built.
18th century.
There's not much to talk about. We went into a dungeon, didn't we?
Yeah.
I have heard that the ghost haunts that they do there are literally just. Stuff is put on.
Yeah.
It's just stuff shows is put on.
We went up to the banquet hall to start, and somebody, a train went past, and I don't know, I was sat next to her, sat in the alcove, I said, that's a train going by. And then one of the group men said, what was that noise? And I said, it was a train. Oh no, it didn't sound like a train.
Yeah, they will try to make it. Yeah.
All right. Is this how it's going to go all night? You know,
because that's how you got to look at it. So personally, the Castle Cork, when he was talking to me about it and when he booked it, I was like, I don't know.
There was one good thing about that night, and they weren't paranormal. Let's just say
That's true. Yeah, it was
that the young lady?
But that was. I didn't rate Castle Cork again.
No.
Jordan wanted to go there, so we blame you, Jordan, if you're listening.
We went upstairs into a room where apparently there was something wrong with the crib, etc. And I put in the recorder that we're recording this on in there, and it was peaking on the left channel, but to indicate then there was something of high pitch coming through, like a baby's cry. That's what they thought it was, but reviewing it, there was nothing.
I didn't get nothing on my
absolutely nothing coming through at the location, and it did annoy me a bit that there was so many people there who were trying to fake it. Then
fake it. That's the problem.
They were trying to fake it.
Yeah, you will have people that would.
Trying to justify spending 40-50 quid
to fake it. That is the problem. It is.
And then when they don't listen, and I believe that the power of suggestion is a good thing. Well, not a good thing. Is a major thing in those events. If somebody says, "Anybody hear that knocking?" then everybody starts listening closer and the rest of it, and then just the slightest knock. I mean, me knocking on a table like this, like, oh my god, that's a ghost.
That's the thing. See, you will get. I mean, you can't really boss it. When we used to take Connor, Connor's biggest problem was he was scared of the dark and scared of being on his own.
Yeah.
And the amount of times when he came running up and scared the living daylights out of me the one day. You know, I mean, I'm literally in probably the most haunted pig game room that we had, which was the library. I am getting little bits and pieces, and all of a sudden then I asked, you know, if you're really here, can you open the door? And suddenly Connor came bursting through. He did. I mean, it was the only night I've nearly wet myself.
Yeah. I was in the bingo hall, the biggest room that we had in the street, and I wondered, what the hell is going on in there? I was on the walkie-talkie then.
I must admit, when I first started doing it though, in the Skirridin, I was nervous. I wasn't scared. I was just nervous of obviously being on my own and that. But after a while, you just get used to it. It was nothing. Now, if you hear a bang, it's just like, oh, we'll go and investigate it.
Try and debunk it and put a bit of rational to it. All right, and then the fourth one we've done, and will be the fifth one for me as well soon, is Drakelow Tunnels,
which is very good, people. We recommend it 100%. 10 out of 10 for me.
I actually got some information with the Drakelow Tunnels, so carry on continuing now and we'll get to it.
Some of the history on the place. It was going to be a World War bunker, wasn't it?
World War III bunker, and
they had a MG factory in there because they manufactured plane parts, and they also had a BBC studio. Because obviously,
if the nuke did go off, and need to
now, I understand that one of you recorded the word Mercury.
On
your box, and you kept hearing the word Mercury. And funny enough, I said you will do with the World War III sort of bunker thing. I actually looked it up. Mercury nuclear call sign. It was a call sign from the Boeing E-6 Mercury bombers to the US Air Force and British Air Force base during the Cold Wars. And they used to radio Mercury, Mercury, Mercury when a launch was suspected.
That's what I kept on saying, didn't I?
Mercury.
There you go. And that's from the Doomsday Plane. You said the Doomsday Plane Trump, ironically.
The future president of the United States.
and that was literally the call sign. They used to shout Mercury, Mercury, Mercury when the launch was suspected of happening. So there's a little look up there for you when mentioning it.
And it was used in the Second World War as well for mining stuff. I remember.
It's 4 miles long, people. I didn't think you could get lost in there till the last time I went there looking for, we'll say, something that was on the news a few years ago. We won't say what, but I was curious and went looking and I got lost.
It could be the reason why you got lost, in all fairness, because he probably found it and can't remember.
Yeah. But the first visual was with Alan in there, which is what was the box called that you've got Mercury off again?
Oh, Ovilus.
Yeah, the Ovilus.
Yeah.
And that was a very good session.
Yeah, that was in the BBC room. And apparently there's lots of manifestations in their spirits, etc. I placed one of the recorders in the room next to his Ovilus, and one outside in the hallway where that guy was.
Where I was standing as well.
And where you two just suddenly disappeared. At
no,
one
he
point.
told me to stand out there, remember?
Yeah, but you went with that guy at one point. You disappeared.
We went looking.
Yeah. But yeah, we had loads of responses, and it kept saying things like responding to his questions.
Yeah.
You know, you get direct responses straight away, and they were. They made sense and the responses.
Cool. Which
and they said, "Can you manifest?" And it would come back, manifest corner, and you look up and looking, hoping that something come through there. And then Mercury, as we were just discussing, come through.
See, that's really interesting for me, because if you think about it, the Cold War was 1980s.
Yeah.
Sort of late 70s, 1980s.
Yeah.
And you had the Cold War Cuba situation with
60s.
Kennedy, yeah, which was 60s again, which you've got to look back at how long these tunnels have been there. I mean, if they go back then, you are literally looking at spirits. It's probably from
some really good evidence.
You are looking at fantastic evidence, because if that spirits that was in there telling you Mercury, 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 if you could go back up there and try and get a date off them, and you can look back through history of the date, under the new Blue Book thing, you can look up dates now and stuff that's happened. I mean, I've looked at the Blue Book Project stuff, and some of the stuff they've released now is fantastic, because it's stuff you don't realise. You can literally look back through it. But knowing now, because when you said it Mercury, it rang a bell, and I'm pretty washed in with my nuclear stuff. Lee'll tell you through... when we used to make little films for YouTube, I always fancied making
like an apocalypse
type of thing, especially the Bikini Red thing that you wrote. That I loved, but I've always followed this thing with nuclear war, including watching every Netflix frigging thing about it. And but it was just when you said Mercury, it rang a bell. And looking it up now, it's the actual call sign from the planes to the indicator launch. So chances are, I mean, you've got a group of men in there on radios that obviously are not with us anymore.
Yeah,
may have actually died in battle of something. I mean, we had wars in the 80s. And Falklands.
And that's what they call residual, isn't it? It just keeps on playing back.
That's the thing then, see?
No matter who's there, it'll just play and play and play over.
Yeah.
But what was incredible about that Ovilus was when we was in Shrewsbury prison, it didn't say nothing, did it? So it gives it a bit more credibility.
It does, I mean, and again, with it going back with Dricklow Tunnels, would there been a BBC studio there? Obviously the broadcasting studio would have been there for, if anything happened Cold War-wise, and World War III. How close we've actually come is, a lot of people don't realise how close we've actually come. I mean, we have literally actually came 5 seconds from buttons being pushed.
I remember point was it in 1983? I think
1983, that was the closest one. I mean, that literally was 4 seconds.
Something like
that.
Wasn't that the Russians' fault?
That was the Russians' fault.
Because they did a test or something, and one of their machines cocked up, and they started deploying again the missiles.
They did a test to initiate their countdown sequence of how quick their countdown sequence were. When they tried to switch the countdown sequence tests off, 2 of their missiles launched, but they landed in the sea. But the rest of the missiles were armed and initiated their own launch codes, ready to launch on us and America. And they were literally 4 seconds away from launching a nuclear attack. It wasn't. It was just realised what it was, because again, no, you've got to blame the US. The US was actually, I think, a minute away from launching, because they were actually thinking they were following a computer program, which is what the film War Games is based on, where they thought they were actually doing a computer simulation, but they were actually about to launch every warhead they had at Russia. That was a minute away from doing that, and then somebody realised, oh shit, hang on a minute, well, these are actually armed. Again, so you have to put it down to that. We would have come that close, because with America doing that, people in this country, our armed forces would have noticed it computer-wise. They would have been trying to get out of the US. The US wouldn't have been reached because they were in a war zone situation, which means all their phones would have been diverted. Only the president would have been able to get rid of, and same as Russia. They'd have gone on high alert, thinking, well, why are they all suddenly armed? and communications become the last bloody thing.
Yeah.
Very interesting place. You've seen some traffic lights now that down there as well. Didn't you? Some old clocking cars and traffic lights.
I'm really intrigued now.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like you. I like ghost investigations. I like doing things like that. More so when it comes to the war stuff.
Yeah.
I personally love us to go to Normandy. I'd love to do some of the ones that some of the battlefields we ended up staying at and looking and doing a night vigil. There'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
It would. But
yeah,
having heard that now with the Mercury thing, as I said, that's really intrigued me now.
It is. What I'll do is at the end of this show, I will put up the best bits of my recording session for you guys to listen to, make up your own minds, and let us know in the comments boxes. Again, Drakelow was a stunning location. Amazing location. Was it me and Jordan? Yeah, we were in. We did a final vigil. We did was in like a kitchen area.
Chris,
and there was two. That was the one before, wasn't there? We did the kitchen.
Oh yeah.
Where the glow sticks from there.
Yeah, that's it.
And people could swear that the glow sticks were dimming and the rest of it, but you put chalk around it or something? And they weren't moving at all.
No, it's just
the way your eyes were in the dark, the way they were adjusting and all that. And nothing happened in there. And then we did the final session then with Chris again, which was table tipping and what else it was. But yeah, it's a fantastic location, guys, and I recommend you guys check it out.
We do plan on doing our own sometime, don't we, in abandoned places, so it's just the 3 people we trust.
Yeah.
So maybe it'll be a bit more incredible, and if Mike can come along, because they'll be local.
And they'll be local, and they won't be all night, so, they'll be wrapped up in a couple of hours.
They'll be max 3-4 hours, won't they?
Probably be from like 10 till 12.
Yeah, which is good.
Because we want to do Merthyr tunnels, because some history on it. I can't remember the dates. John did tell me, but there was a train crash in there.
There was,
and lots and lots of people died. So it will be an interesting one to see.
A good one for where you live is you live in Aberbeek. You are
road.
You are right on Six Bells Pit.
Yeah,
probably the worst pit disaster in Welsh history, and you are right on the doorstep of it. There's nothing stopping you walking down by where the actual mining statue is literally where the explosion happened. Yeah. So to go down there one night and just be down there with the box and try and see what you could find. Yeah. It's a shame the old pit was literally knocked down, because it would be really nice to actually go down to parts of it. It would. It's the same as Roseworth pit. I mean, it's a shame that was knocked down. There was a couple of accidents there. Nothing near the Six Bells one. It was insane, that was. But again, it'll also be nice to sort of look at you going back to Drakelow Tunnels.
Yeah.
And now one of the things you want to try and do at Drakelow Tunnels is the nation's call sign for a nuclear war was Bikini Red, as we've already talked about. Is call it out.
Yeah.
Because during the 80s, there was a couple of incidents where Bikini Red was issued.
Yeah.
Doing a mock practice, or whether it was, something that happened, and that it was issued a couple of times. There's a famous, if it's still on YouTube, it may be, a famous set of adverts that somebody put up, and it was from 84.
Yeah, I think I've seen them.
Yeah, and it was you had the Holston Pills advert, Follow the Bay.
Yeah, and that's it. This is an emergency broadcast.
And then you had the train advert, the British Rail.
Yeah,
and all of a sudden, then it just cut, and it went
1983.
And all of a sudden, this is the emergency broadcast system. A nuclear war is imminent, isn't it?
Yeah.
Literally, you had and all it literally was is our nuclear arms system had activated, which triggers
the nationwide
nuclear warning system, and it was literally a computer error. And someone put it up. I'd love to see if it's still there.
Yeah.
This is phenomenal. You're literally watching these adverts. You think, oh, cool adverts.
It's Intercity,
and all of a sudden, then it just cuts off. Friggin' alarm goes off. And then you get the follow your local government, local council information for where you should be at the moment. And it was like, friggin' hell. And that literally, now, try and sort of ask that up there. Ask about Bikini Red. Ask about 1983. Were you here during 1983?
We'll definitely have to write some stuff down.
Yeah, definitely write some stuff down, because Lee's seen it, so...
Yeah, I remember that. I'm watching it. Well, not at the time. I wasn't born.
This is going to be my.
I was like 4. So.
This is going to be my 3rd time in, and I just can't wait. It's the best location we've been.
Yeah.
I've experienced something different all the time, because obviously the second time I was working there, but I got to see it from how the workers do it. But I really enjoyed doing my own visuals with people, and
So there we are, guys. That concludes the first episode of Ghost Talk. Hope you enjoyed it. If you believe in paranormal or not, hope we've given you some food for thought. This is a regular thing. We're going to be doing one.
Well, when we go,
we're doing an investigation once a month, maybe.
Yeah.
We can talk about other things.
If you can try and do these ones like on Saturday nights and things like that, I mean,
yeah.
you know me. I mean, if I can get out more Saturday nights, if as long as we haven't got a wedding the following day or something, and it's very really be a Sunday wedding, so.
We are building up our equipment slowly as well now, so we are getting good with it.
And camera gear wise, someone's just got the UV filter.
Nice. I've just ordered a what did I say it was called? The check for like electricity, EMF
metadata.
So
cool.
But we ain't going to try and con you guys. We're just going to give it the evidence as we see it. I mean, we're skeptical as well.
I mean, if you're talking to a professional photographer, I can. If I can look at a photograph, I know what to take them apart to prove that they're not altered in any way, or they're not reflections, or they're not lights and things like that. I'll sit down. I mean, you can verify it and sit there with me and go over it and think, right,
film and whatever,
I can't explain that.
Yeah.
Like your prison one. I can't explain your prison one. I cannot explain that at all.
We'll have to show that one to you guys.
Because basically it is, the room's completely dark and there's lights on in a cell.
In a cell.
And there's no electricity in that part of the building.
Completely taken this photograph apart. I have gone on it, I've made it a negative, I've taken the colours away from the negatives. I've literally taken the yellows out, which on a negative is very hard to do. So this light that's on the negative should disappear because it's the yellow light from the original photo.
Yeah.
And it just stays there.
It is strange.
Yeah.
So to me, that's something I can't explain.
So there you are, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. They will be running about this length all the time, near enough 45 to 50 minutes. Leave any comments if you believe or if you don't, or if you're on the fence like we are. And we'll see you again. Well, maybe a couple of weeks, maybe a month's time, depending on when we got new evidence. Until then, it's goodbye.
Thanks,
Bye, guys.
Okay. Spirit, maybe the first one that was talking to us got fed up and wandered off, but any others around, please, that want to talk to us? Peter? Can I call you in? Anthony? Hello. Cuddle. Who do you want to cuddle? Manifest. I was just talking about that. Well done. Can you do that again for me, please? You've done it before. Can you please manifest? That would be fantastic. Again, if you can do that. Scene. We all saw you last time. Who are we talking to? Is it Peter or is it Anthony, please?
Mercury.
Is this somebody new? Do you not want to give me your name? Peter and Anthony are very chatty. This guy feels a little bit different.
Jeff. King.
Can you try and tell me your name, please?
Played. Noised.
Who are you? I've got a feeling you're new. Or was that tap one of us, was it?
Not me.
Some of the ladies want to ask questions. I'm just thinking if it's a male spirit.
Yeah, why did you hurt my back?
Sultry.
What?
Sultry.
Fiddle.
Fiddle. You're fiddling with the ladies.
Yeah, don't. Can you do it to someone else in the room? He's freaking me out.
Could you move around the circle? And could you tell me the name of the person you're going to affect, please?
Between.
Between. Which ones are you between? Can you try and get there?
Latu. Wash.
Didn't catch that. What was that, please? You got something happening, guys? Okay.
What did they say? Shadow?
Is it down the end by the doorway? We'll go in.
They've gone, yeah, they've gone down. Who are you between?
Life.
Light.
Norn.
Spirit that is talking to us, are you connected to the spirit that is out in the hallway that I've just seen?
Could you tell us what year it is?
Could you give us any more signs? We would love to talk to you.
Electric.
Electric.
Happier. Menor. Your.
Happier. Men are door. Men at the door? Are you talking about our guest? Are they at the door down there? Oh. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I'm just going to do a quick time check because I want to try different things.
Game.
It's not time yet. No,
Ah.
don't worry. Okay, let's move you on the setting. You alright, guys? Did you find anything? You saw something?
What's that? What's that like then?
Yeah.
Is it loads of them? Yeah. Oh, what's
Oh.
that?
Where's that?
What's
What's
that up
that?
there? Behind you, up there.
On the wall.
Where are you
Loads of
looking?
them.
Like right up on the wall, like.
All at the top.
Okay. What did
Can you
see?
do that
Can you
again,
give us
please?
any more signs that you're there?
Yeah, I see ya.
Can you do that again, please?
What colour were they?
White? White, really white?
Yeah, greeny white, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Can you give us that sign again? That was amazing. Can you do it again, please?
If you're trying to manifest, please try.
Light.
Light.
Yeah.
Please do
Thank
it
you.
again.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well done. What should we call you?
My legs are freezing.
Rewind.
Rewind.
Reason.
Reason. Rewind. Reason.
Comfort.
Comfort.
Indian.
I've got extremely cold.
My legs are absolutely freezing.
Yeah, the bottom half of my legs.
Temperature has generally
I just got back.
quite a bit, hasn't it?
I've just got a knife in my back, really. Bottom warm.
Oh, I feel
Can you give us any more signs, please?
Some more lights would be fantastic. You're doing so well.
Or. Return.
Okay, that has just said horns return.
Yeah.
Now there is a thing here. Chris never mentioned it on walk around, but there is there's a
You are cold.
there was a little ceremony done in this to raise Baphomet.
Right.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with Baphomet.
Program.
Yeah, it was a little program within Norman that we did a few years back. Not just a door event, but other people I was involved with. And yeah, Baphomet was brought forward. Baphomet is the horned god that looks a little bit like a ghost. You often see him sort of with a pentagram and stuff, you know. Yeah. Okay.
Then.
Spirit is Baphomet.
Bottle. Last.
I broke the bottle, sorry. So as a lamp I use a bottle. They call it the electric bottle. I broke it earlier. Unfortunately.
That's very
Okay, Spirit, are you trying to tell us that
Japanese finger. Decimal electric fairy.
Every time you try to say something, he's interrupting you. He don't need to tell.
Yeah. Okay. Who's around us, Spirit? How many spirits or entities are around us at this moment, please?
Affair.
Just change the voice.
Murray.
Bury. Are some of you buried here?
Send.
Some of you.
Company Express. Direct.
Company Accident Press. All said very close together. Those three.
Store.
I'm just going to pop this red light off.
Dremel.
No.
You want to pop your torch?
Should. Moist.
Who's got the torch?
Fast.
In your pocket.
Lord.
Okay.
Jesus. Spirit. And.
I think your torch is on there.
Oh, is it? Your hands in your pocket. I've done it myself.
Officer. Around.
Officer around. Are you the tall?
Down.
Are you the tall gentleman, the officer?
Talking.
Yeah, I thought it was.
To her. Fly.
Okay.
Female. Blade. Farfest.
Female lied.
Wood.
Oops.
Clean Cindy. Restored Soyers.
God, it's very talkative.
Yourself. Gunnel. Fast.
Can you hear that back in?
Yes, what was that?
Early English.
Any ideas where it came from?
No.
Okay, Spirit, instead of talking to us,
Step.
could you...
Amount.
I know you're the officer.
Highway beach.
That was bitch. That's good. Yeah.
Gear. Next.
Accident. Okay, are you happy?
Projection.
Protect.
Menor. Views. At.
Needs to get a little bit dark there. Just suggest.
Matter.
Are you happy that we're in here?
Trap. Rollins marriage.
Trap. We're not in a trap. You haven't got us trapped.
Cattle.
We're not cattle. Okay, could you show yourself as a light again, please? Come on, I'm sure a powerful man like you, officer.
How.
How? Did you not do it before?
Sick.
Sickness.
You just said you felt sick, didn't you?
Almost.
Almost. Are you affecting the guest? Are you trying to make them feel what you're doing?
Time.
Time, okay, I'll check.
Million.
We've got a few minutes yet.
Stones. Shoot. Allo.
Stones, shoot, awful.
Oh, nice. As long as it only came in
Suffer.
Suffer,
Paranormal.
suffer, paranormal.
What?
Can you throw a stone at an object at one of us?
Guilt.
Why do you feel guilty?
Saw. Lament. Wash. Sandra.
Sandra. Oh yes, I know Sandra.
Soft.
Can you show us any sign of you?
Lower. Cough. Under.
Seems to have gone darker in here.
Yeah.
That's gone darker.
Raw news. Happier.
Are you happy that we're in?
indirect,
Do you have...
parrot,
Are we good cattle or bad cattle? Okay.
Is this policeman a good spirit or a bad spirit?
life,
He just said yes, life.
herb, automatic,
Do you want us to leave?
self,
Myself, okay. See you guys. Officer, who else is in here with you in spirit? Can you tell me their names, please? Can you see them?
listen also,
Didn't catch that. Could you repeat, please?
many,
Many. How many?
More than 10?
nodule,
Sorry, I broke the bottle. I usually use a... Ha, yeah, it was funny. Yeah, no. I use a plasma lamp, you see, which raises the energy a lot, so unfortunately.
note,
Horn's boot. Okay.
expression, general, is, summer, seem,
Would you be able to, Spirit, would you be able to prove how
quite,
clever you are by naming some of the people in here, please? Have a think, see if you can find their names.
7, compound,
Try and work out some of the names of the guests, please.
fast,
Fast.
name,
It's not time yet, don't worry. You've got time.
rewind, dissimilary,
Mary?
I've already told you my name. Can you remember it?
Japanese, career, addition, solid,
You just said Japanese car here. You
and
don't have a Japanese car.
ring, fires,
Who's your favourite person in this room? You say their name?
cleansing, lost,
Host. Is that me? Oh, thanks, I think you're good too. You got
sing, clap,
clap. Thank you. You're pretty cool.
kind,
Oh, thanks. I'll try to go.
There you go.
Okay.
comfort,
Oh, okay. Have you got any messages for us, please?
waste, count,
What was that?
Waste, count. Okay, go on.
should, down, memories blessed, Tom,
Tom.
disaster,
Oh, okay. This is Tom talking about the disaster.
direct, death,
Yeah.
fast,
I know, Tom. I know.
with,
I'm sorry.
apparent,
You got crushed in the tunnel collapse, didn't you?
lose,
Wounds.
build,
Are your friends with you? Peter and Anthony?
lay, amount, Teacher.
Teacher.
Don.
Don.
Marriage.
Oh, there's a
Quick.
vibrating in my foot.
The what?
There's a vibrating in my foot.
Sickle.
Okay. Left or right?
Right.
Matter. Need. 2 hours. Views. Old.
You got it right over
Vector. And just. Business.
there? Okay.
Mercury.
Hold on.
15 reason.
Hold on, Tom. Stop talking for a moment, please.
Chased.
Hold on for a minute. You guys okay over there?
Luck.
She's got a bad back.
Alright. You alright? You need to sit down or anything?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do a time check. I think we're coming close to the end anyway. Yeah, exactly 1 o'clock. Okay. You alright? You make your way back to the
Greater. Latitude. Time.
back to the base room. We'll have a coffee right now. You alright?
Beach.
What is the actual device? What is it called?
It's called the PX.
Round.
Thank
Officers.
you. I know the officers are out. Thank you.
Trail.
Speak to you soon. Bye bye. Fed up and wandered off, but any others around, please, that want to talk to us? Peter? Can I call you in? Anthony?
Ernaya.
Hello.
Gunnel.
Cuddle. Who do you want to cuddle?
Net. Farfest.
Manifest. I was just talking about that. Well done. Can you do that again for me, please? You've done it before. Can you please manifest? That would be fantastic. Again, if you can do
Seal.
that. Scene.
Luck.
We all saw you last time.
Fell on. Geared.
Who are we talking to? Is it Peter or is it Anthony, please?
Mercury.
Chatty. This guy feels a little bit different.
Jeff. Thing.
Can you try and tell me your name, please?
Played. Noised.
Who are you? I have a feeling you're new. Or was that tap one of us, was it?
Not me.
Some of the ladies want to ask questions. I'm just thinking if it's a male spirit.
Yeah, why did you hurt my back?
Sultry.
Sultry.
Fiddle.
Fiddle. You're fiddling with the ladies.
It hurt, don't. Can you do it to someone else in the room? He's freaking me out.
Could you move around the circle? And could you tell me the name of the person you're going to affect, please?
Between.
Between. Which ones are you between? Can you try and get their name?
Latu. Wash.
Didn't catch that. What was that, please? You got something happening, guys? Okay.
What did they say? Shadow?
Is it down the end by the doorway? They're going.
They've gone, yeah, it's gone down. Who are you between?
Life.
Nothing.
Norn.
Spirit that is talking to us. Are you connected to the spirit that is out in the hallway that I've just seen?
Could you tell us what year it is?
Could you give us any more signs? We would love to talk to you. Slows down when female stalks, doesn't it?
Electric.
Electric.
Happier. Men or door.
Happier. Men are door. Men at the door? Are you talking about our guest? Are they at the door down there, are they? Oh. Okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I'm just going to do a quick time check because I want to try different things.
Game.
It's not time yet, no, don't worry. Okay, let's move you on the setting.
Phonetic mode. Reverse phonetic mode.
That's the machine talking.
Touch mode.
That's right. Okay, we don't get words on this, we get pictures. Spirit, could you... What should we call you?
My legs are free.
Rewind.
Rewind.
Reason.
Reason. Rewind, reason.
Comfort.
Comfort.
Indian.
The tall gentleman, the officer.
Talking.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Doer. Lie.
Okay.
Female. Blade. Fairest.
Female lied.
Wood.
Oops.
Clean singy. Restored souvenirs.
God, it's very talkative.
Yourself. Yellow. Fast.
Yes, what was that?
Like a step.
Early English.
Any ideas where it came from?
No.
Okay, Spirit, instead of talking to us,
Step.
could you...
Amount.
I know you're the officer.
Highway beach.
That was bitch. Last word. Yeah.
Geared. Next.
Accident. Okay, are you happy?
Projection.
Protect.
Menor. Views. At.
These are getting a little bit dark there. Just suggest.
Better.
Are you happy that we're in here?
Trap. Rollin. Marriage.
Trap. We're not in a trap. You haven't got us trapped.
Cattle.
We're not cattle. Okay, could you show yourself as a light again, please?
Should. Down. Memories blessed. Tom.
Tom.
Leicester.
Oh, okay. This is Tom talking about the disaster.
Direct. Tip.
Yeah.
Fast.
I know, Tom. I know.
With.
I'm sorry.
Parrot.
You got crushed in the tunnel collapse, didn't you?
Who's.
Wounds.
Built.
Are you friends with you? Peter and Anthony?
They. Amount. Teacher.
Teacher.
Non.
Don.
Marriage.
There's
Quick.
a vibrator in my foot.
The what?
There's a vibrator in my foot.
Sickle.
Okay. Left or right?
Better. The. 2 hours. Views. On.
You got it right over
Vector. And just. Business.
there? Okay.
Mercury.
Hold on.
15. Reason.
Hold on, Tom. Stop talking for a moment, please.
Chased.
Hold on for a minute. You guys okay over there?
Much.
She's got a bad back.
Alright. You alright? You need to sit down or anything?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do a time check. I think we're coming close to the end anyway. Yeah, exactly 1 o'clock. You alright? You make your way back to the
Greater Latitude time.
back to the base room. We'll have a coffee break now. You alright?
Reach
What is the actual device? What was it called?
It's called the PX.
around
Thank
officer
you. Right, now the officers are out. Thank you.
trail.
Speak to you soon. Bye bye. Yeah, it's like an ovulus. You heard of the ovulus?
No.
Alright. You can actually get, if you've got an iPhone,